Hey, what's up folk? It's Centurion here, and today we'll be going ahead and exploring 4 ways in which you could hide your loot better, or to create stashes. I'm going to put these in the same thing because one of them is technically within a base, and the rest are outside, but you know, we'll do what we can. So, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe. Hit that notification bell because I will be uploading a lot more very soon. As well, if you're not new to the channel and you've been a member of the community for a while, why don't you become a member of the channel? I'm not saying you have to, it's not an obligation. Just you being here and watching the video is plenty. However, if you want to and you're not in a struggling situation, because if you are, do not. This is your money that you got here. Become a member of the channel. There are a lot of perks ranging from member only polls. I will be introducing member only videos very time soon, as well as going ahead and if you want to, I will play with you guys on Dayz or whatever game you want, as long as I have the money to buy that game if I don't have it already. But apart from that, you know, if you want to, please become a member of the channel. If not, just be a subscriber or just a casual viewer. Everything is absolutely awesome and I'm so thankful. Anyway, let's get straight into the video. So, around Chernarus there are hundreds of lakes. Well, I wouldn't say hundreds, but there's a good amount. For example, this one is Vergino by a dam. What you can do with these is pop a barrel into those lakes, just on the edge, so you can see it and open it, but you can also hide it to a point where it's fully submerged, but you can access it. Now, I've done this before on my Darker Than Blood series to a few days ago, and I can tell you now it's probably one of the most successful stashes I've ever made. You can get more. This one here is by Zuprudno, and I tell you now, this is one of the other 2 places I made a stash. You need to be careful though, because these, if you do not interact with them within 2 to 3 weeks, they will despawn. But these are perfect for raid defense stashes to grab guns, armor, so you can run on the way back and go get them. For example, I'm here, I'm looking at the location of my barrel stash and you cannot see it, but if I go ahead and fully submerge and then go vertical above it, you'll be able to see where it is. And I tell you now, it's probably one of the best little tricks going. Now, it goes without saying, there is one hell of a river that passes on the west side of the map, and well, why not use it? This river here is by Corona Castle, and this spans 7 kilometers along the corner of the map. So, why not use it? So, I'm going to show you now. If you look down here, I put down a small crate. And what you can do with that crate, well, if you go ahead and drop it fully in and submerge that bad boy, you can go ahead and make one cool little tricky stash. And if you put multiple around there, it may get a bit obvious, but I doubt anyone will do it, especially by a cliffside. So, go ahead and try it yourself, see if it works for you. But you can do so many of these spanning this way and this way, to the point where it's unseen, or maybe even under the bridge. So you multiple days into the wipe and you built yourself a base. And like I said at the start of this video, one of them is obviously within the base. And this one is the one I love the most. If you go ahead and put a small wall, just enough for your body to fit through, and cover it with something, and obviously you can go ahead and fit back into it, but if you do get raided, and they'll focus on the main loot, so looting through your tents, looting through your boxes, whatever. But if you go ahead and cover it, and able to put a small little bit at the back of your base, like here, where these sea chests are, put a barrel behind it, you have an invisible wall, and behind that wall, well, is a small little secret stash that you can go ahead and put behind. A small secret room with a barrel there, with some sea chests or crates just high enough so you can't see through it. You've got yourself a perfect little stash. Now, forests aren't a surprise to find in Chernarus or Livonia, and if you have a crate with some sexy little bit of grub in there, you could be an absolute grub yourself. So, if you find a tree, you can obviously go ahead and cut down the tree, put the crate underneath it, and put it there, and as soon as you wait for a restart, boom, it's going to appear. But, if you can find trees that's in a massive cluster, and well, it's fully covered, like this one here, you can go ahead and put them within there, and actually put multiple, without having to cut down any trees at all. So, if you like here, you can't exactly see the crate, but if you go further in, you can, just a bit. So, I'll just reassess it, and there you go. There's a crate, and well, it's completely covered. There's trees all around me, and the chance of someone running through there and noticing it is very slim.